In this short video, I will be explaining how to use the BASE3 model to work with your clients for SEO strategy. There are two slides that are relevant for this purpose. One is the slide containing a quick worksheet for discovering your customer's decision-making process. That helps your client get oriented to the BASE3 model. The second slide is the BASE3 chart that you will use to diagram out an SEO campaign. This worksheet shows the exercise that I use to help my customers, my clients, understand the BASE3 model and how their customer's journey is segmented into very specific and measurable levels. I will review them briefly with you. At the top of this funnel, which is actually bumped out at the bottom, we have the discovering level. People who are in the discovering level have no idea that you exist. There are 0 data points connecting them to you. Your goal as a business is to get found by them, and this is where SEO comes into play. People who are in the consideration level are people where there is at least 1 data point connecting them to you. They may have come to your website, they may have engaged with you on social media, you may have their business card or their email address. SEO is partially involved with people who are in the consideration level because they are specifically looking for solutions to their problem. The decision level are customers who are very close to making a decision, and they perform some action that you have decided shows intent to purchase. It could be something like visiting a product page or making an appointment to meet with you, but they have not yet purchased from you. People in the validation level are customers who have purchased from you, but it's too soon to ask for a referral. They're still validating whether or not they made the right decision. And then people in the promotion level are all of your historical clients, excluding those who are still in this validation level. There's a lot more we can say about this funnel or this chart, but this is all we're going to talk about at this time. In this exercise, what I do is I ask my clients to first, we're going to start out easy, ask them how many customers or clients are currently in the validation level. How many clients or customers have recently purchased from them, but it's too soon to ask for a referral. They all know this number. The second number I ask for is how many historical clients or customers do you have? And it is surprising how many business owners I have met who do not know the number of previous clients that they have in their books. After we've done these two numbers, then we take a look at the decision level, and I ask them how many clients or customers are currently very seriously looking at you, in conversation with you, but have not yet mystery. It could be 1 or 2 people. Or if you are an e-commerce site, it could be thousands every day. It just depends on your business. The consideration level, most business owners do not know the answer to these questions, consideration and discovering. People in the consideration level would be site visitors, the size of your email list minus your clients. The discovering level, these are people who are seeing you on social media or seeing you in their searches but not clicking on you. And these are all measurable, but most clients do not know the answer to these questions, and that's okay. This starts to get them thinking. So when we're talking about SEO, we're talking about how do we get found by people who have no idea we exist? And how do we get found by people who maybe have visited our competitors, but they're actively looking for a solution to their problem. We're going to move on to the next slide. This is the BASE3 model chart, and we don't have time to look at the entire chart at this moment, but you will recognize here is the customer journey funnel or hourglass shape. And over here we have a grid of channels that most businesses have. When we're talking about the discovery level, we're talking about SEO. Here we have, I'm going to quickly go over the channels. We have the website, the sales page, email and text. These are grouped together because a business has control of these. Then we have video posts, social media posts, digital ads. We have events and partners. And then we have mobile apps in the metaverse, which most of my clients, this is not relevant. So when a customer or a client comes to you and says, I'm worried about SEO, thinking about SEO, what they're really saying is that I want more people to find me and to reach out to me. And they're concerned that they're not being seen. Number one, you have to look at their Google Analytics. You have to look at their Search Console, because without that information, you really have no idea if they're getting a tiny bit of traffic or a lot of traffic. So it's really important to try to look at that either before you meet with your client or let them know, hey, after this meeting, I would like to have access to your analytics so I can take a look. Something to keep in mind, and this is what's really shifting with SEO. SEO is no longer just what you have on your website. When we talk about SEO, it's search engine optimization. And so many people now are using their social media platforms for search. And this is when it can become really overwhelming for a business owner. So we're going to try to keep it very simple. When we are wanting to get found by people who have no idea we exist, what we need to be doing is creating content for the algorithms, to inform the algorithms about us. And we do that by creating content around the interests and the future vision that our clients have of themselves. In this chart, it's color-coded so that you know where to focus your time. So we need to put content on the website around the interests of the customer, creating video around the interests of the customer, and video separated because one video can be posted in many different locations. Social media posts, again, not about your business, but about the interests of your customer. That's how you can get found by new people. Now over here, we have events and partners, and this is not relevant to SEO, but mostly when clients come to me and say, I want to be found by more people, I tell them, okay, SEO, that's a long game. It takes a long time for search engines to start showing your content to people. Same with algorithms. It takes a long time for them to figure out who you are and who your audience is. But going to an event, boom, you meet people right there. Working with partners, boom, they have people in their audience who need your help because you've selected partners with that specific audience. So I ask my clients, what's really happening here? Are you thinking long-term, down the road you want to get more traffic, or do you need clients now? And if they say, I need clients now, then I try to shift their attention towards working with partners and events because that will have a much faster return. So let's talk about the consideration level. The consideration level, these are people who know what their problem is. They've already researched it. They know there's a solution, and they're looking for some specific solutions to their problem. And again, it's color-coded so that you know where to focus. What you want to be doing is to be creating content that is educational, talks about your options, and demonstrates your expertise. And again, you are still talking to the algorithms here. You're showing the algorithms who you are and what your expertise is so that you will be presented to people who are specifically looking for a solution to a problem. And you have that solution. So you can put up content on your website. And this is really important to be putting up this type of content because these folks are very close to making a decision. Video and social media, the same thing. Putting up educational content around the solution that you provide will help the algorithms understand who you are, what you do, and will put you in front of people who are specifically searching for help that you can provide. And this is when ads start to come into play. And ads are not SEO, it's pay to play in essence, but they can work together. So for example, let's say someone comes to your website because they did a search, they landed on your website, and they left without giving you their contact information. You can run a retargeting ad that is shown to them when they go back to Instagram, or they go to CNN, or they go to their other platform, LinkedIn. You can show them a retargeting ad that will then drive them back to your website. So I'm going to mark this up a little bit with a pen. So when you're talking to your clients about SEO, you can explain to them SEO is about website content, putting up the right kind of content on their website around these subjects. Not about the details of their service, but about the customer's perspective, their interests, their future, vision of themselves, their desires. And also you want to educate them, talk about their options. You know, how many top 10 lists have you seen where the author includes themselves in the top 10 list? Those are the types of lists that you want to be creating, and really showing your expertise, not just about your business and what you do, but about your competitors. So you want to be doing that for your website, in your videos, and on social media. And when you're thinking in advance about your customer's next step, you want to be sure that you are making it clear and really easy for them to come back to your sales page, that there's a link going to your sales page. And then you also have some kind of retargeting campaign running. So if people leave and come back, leave without giving you their contact information, they are shown an ad, then brings them back. And that is the conclusion of my brief explanation of how to use BASE3 for SEO strategy.